Video games have become a part of our daily routine. Hello guys, this is Mick from Mic&Mac's gaming channel, and today I'll be presenting to you top 10 indie platformer games that may not be AAA games but are thoroughly fun and enjoyable to play. These games do not require extravagant hardware resources or storage space. Starting off the list at number 10, we have the game developed by Southpaw Games and published by Neovis Industries, Skull the Hero Slayer. Skull the Hero Slayer is an action platformer that boasts roguelike features such as ever-changing and challenging maps. The game has a variety of maps in it. Furthermore, the game features you as a protagonist being a skeleton-like figure who has the ability to change into different forms or fighting styles based on the skull he wears. The game is unique, pretty fun, and the artwork is nice, and the music is also jamming. In the game, you must guide the protagonist Skull on his quest to take on the Imperial Army and rescue his king from captivity in an action-packed, roguelike 2D platformer for the ages. For further reviews, here's some sample gameplay. The game features many unique bosses as well as upgrades for the protagonist, and this game, although it is in beta version currently, but it was worth mentioning in this video. Coming up on our list at number 9, we have the game by Inti Creates Blasphemous 02. Following up the sequel to Blasphemous 0, this game is unique in its own way. The game covers up elements in the first game and features more fast-paced and lively action. Whether you're a long-time fan of the series or just getting into it for the first time, Blasphemous 02 is a stellar and enjoyable experience from stem to stern, and just goes to further cement Inti Creates' legacy as one of the best developers in retro gaming business. The first game got a well-deserved appreciation from the fans, and therefore it led to this masterpiece. It has scored a solid 9 out of 10 on Steam, 78% on Metacritic, and an 8 out of 10 on Nintendo Life. Personally, I had fun reviewing this game. If you like the gameplay demonstration, kindly check out the game. Blasphemous 2 is an action-packed delight. Next up on our list at number 8, we have the game Astray or Astray. Astray is a pixel art side-scrolling action platformer game. Astray is a puzzle platformer developed by a Taiwanese developer ArcPlay and published by RayArc. It was released for PC through Steam on October 25, 2019, with a Nintendo Switch version planned in the near future. Mo Astray starts off with the green ambiguous life form called Mo awakening inside an abandoned laboratory. Following the eerie sounds of giant machinery, Mo gradually leaps onward, groping about in an advanced facility that has been invaded by otherworldly creatures and local inhabitants. Besides running into abnormal humans and a series of dangerous machines, he'll also gradually unlock the riddle of why this disaster happened in the first place. So basically it is a game about a slime that will endure whatever hurdles are thrown at it and leap through them. As you go through the game, you collect memory fragments of the voice, which fills in the backstory of the disastrous experiments that led to the current situation. The game has a solid 10 out of 10 rating on Steam. The game consists of many boss fights, a nice pixelated art style, beautiful background music, and a story that makes it worth checking out. As you progress in the game, your character learns new abilities that help him in each situation. Nonetheless, Mo Astray is a game definitely worth checking out. Coming in at number 7, we have the game Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a roguelike Metroidvania video game developed and published by Motion Twin. Following about 2 years in early access, Dead Cells was released for Linux, Mac OS, Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The game was released on August 7, 2018. Dead Cells is a Castlevania-inspired action platformer. It allows you to explore a sprawling, ever-changing castle which has the threat of monsters lurking around at every corner, assuming you're able to fight your way past its keepers. To beat the game, you'll have to master 2D style combat with the ever-present threat of permanent death looming around. There are no checkpoints in this game, so beware of your actions. kill, try, learn, repeat. Dead Cell's unique visuals and playing style combined with its difficulty level makes it a truly remarkable game and worth checking out. Coming in at number 6, the last game we will be including in part 1 of this video is Blasphemous. Blasphemous is a Metroidvania video game developed by Spanish studio The Game Kitchen and published by Team 17. The game was released for Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on 10th September 2019. It began as a Kickstarter campaign in 2017. The game is currently available for all platforms including Mac and Linux platforms. Blasphemous is an action platformer hack and slash game that combines a variety of features such as fast-paced skill combat mechanic and deep narrative lore that is delivered through exploring a huge dark fantasy world of non-linear levels. Dive deep into the world where countless secrets, enemies, and NPCs wait for you, and discover a wide variety of gear such as prayers, relics, hearts, and rosary beads that can aid the penitent one in surviving and reaching the goal. Blasphemous is a punishing action platformer that combines the fast-paced, skilled combat of a hack-and-slash game delivered through exploration of a huge universe comprised of non-linear levels. In the game, you play as the Penitent One, a sole survivor of the massacre of the Silent Sorrow. Trapped in an endless cycle of death and rebirth, it's down to you to free the world from this terrible fate and reach the origin of your anguish. The game's huge map setting, satisfying brutal combat, intense boss battles, and immersive story makes it worth checking out. Alright guys, that was it for part 1 of this video. For additional content, we decided to include another game developed by WayForward called River City Girls. River City Girls is a 2019 beat-em-up video game developed by WayForward and Arc System Works. A spin-off title in the Konyo-kun franchise, the game stars Misako and Kyoko, who fight their way through enemies and obstacles to rescue their boyfriends. So anyway guys, that was it for the part 1 of the list of top 10 indie platformer games that are worth playing. If you like the video, kindly check out our channel and consider subscribing to us so that we may bring you more content. This is Mick from Mic&Mac's Gaming, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.